Peace and assalamu alaikum, everyone. Just a little catch up because I have not been on here in a long time. I think doesn't seem like it. I'm a little excited because my son has moved into my house for a minute while he and his family, relocate and get on their feet and whatnot. And they have a little one who I'm going to be teaching how to read, honey. Yes. I really wish I could homeschool him, but like I did my son and all the others. But alas, I cannot because he's not my child. So I will do the next best thing and supplement. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool because before I got my hysterectomy and everything, I really wanted to have another baby. And then of course I've been thinking of adopting for quite a number of years, over a decade, and just don't want to do it right now because I'm tired, first of all, and also I really want to get in some traveling and things for a couple of years at least first, and a lot of things come with that, with having another child, certainly an adopted child, because I do have to bear in mind, I think everyone should bear in mind, in adoption, something could happen to you or something could happen to me, and then my children will have to then take on that responsibility. So a lot of thought goes into that for me, and I just don't think it's time yet. But with the little one, my step grandson, I guess I just say grandson, but my step grandson, with him being there, it's nice to have a little one in the house. My daughters laugh at me so much because they're like, "You're so happy you got a kid in the house again." I'm like, ugh. But I like babies. I like children. And now, so when I knew that they were possibly going to be coming up, I felt myself getting excited, and I couldn't really understand why. I'm like, why are you so happy? And because of course that makes 3 other people in the household. I have got to get another bathroom put in, inshallah. But like, I kept asking myself, why am I so happy? And I think I figured it out, which is the same reason why I would like to adopt. I've wanted to adopt for a very long time, but it was because I came through the system after my mom passed away, as well as all my 6 younger siblings. I have cousins who went through the system. We did not have good experiences, and I just really felt like I needed to give back. You can't save all the children in the world, unfortunately, but I feel like, or I figured that I needed to do my part. But now, as I'm moving into 50, inshallah, I'll be 49 in July, I'm realizing I am a much better parent now, because I was 19 when I had my first, and then I think they were spaced out pretty well. The next one came 5 years later, then 2 years later, and then 5 years later. And it was just grind, and learning as you go, and then older people, especially my husband at the time, giving you there, you know, giving me my, how do you say, like feeding me their ideas of parenting, and then me thinking like, well, they know better than I do and all that, and really it's like, y'all are just some traumatized fucks. You know what I mean? Which helps me to be a traumatized fuck when it came to parenting. And in a nutshell, there are just a lot of things that I didn't know when I was rearing my children, and you know, my whole parenting style. By the time I got to the last two, especially the last one, the girls, things changed a lot because I was learning. And you know, I just know how to be a better parent right now. And also, I didn't have money back then because, again, grind, trying to chase that dollar and, you know, feed the family and things like that. And I'd been a solely single parent the past 10 years, and even the years before that, I was really basically doing stuff on my own. So it was just a whole different reality. Whereas now I would still be a single parent, but again, I'm better at it. I believe I'm better at it, and I'm far more experienced, 29 years in, and I don't have to chase money in the same way. I don't chase money. I make money, but it's not something that's constantly on my mind. And I also have funds that I could, you know, I have the ability to sort of disperse in other ways or other outlets. So I would be able to, you know, do outings or vacations, or like tutoring sessions, classes, and all that sort of thing that I was not able to do before. My baby girl, again, she's certainly been the one to benefit from more of those things because I'm better at it and had the money and was aware. And also, I think a lot of the times, maybe poor people or people who haven't been exposed to certain things educationally and such, it seems like, for instance, my baby girl wanted to learn German. So I was like, cool. I just went online and found a teacher in the area. And you would think that, I think a lot of times poor people or people who are not exposed think that that would be something major, like, oh, I can't afford that. That's going to cost thousands of dollars and all this kind of thing. But it was only $20 a week. Or, you know, I used to just pay her like $100 and like for 5 weeks or whatever. But so it was nothing, and it's something that my daughter greatly benefited from and benefits from, and you know, just stuff like that. And so here I am with a little in my home, and inshallah I will help to guide him to you know, becoming a lover of learning, at least while he's here. And you know, the parents are out there grinding. You know, I don't have to do that. I work when I want to work, basically. And I'm not saying that in any type of swole-headed type of way. I'm saying that as I know it's a blessing, and which blessing of your Lord will you deny, right? So I'm going to go home and present this to my babe, and you know, hopefully he will be like my son, his stepdad. When he was little, he basically taught himself how to read at the age of 4, because actually it was like right, his birthday is in December, and I realized he was actually reading by like January, so he just turned 4. But it was because I got him an electronic game, not this one, another that was really good, and I just can't seem to find it anywhere. But my son, even now, is the type when he is when he finds something. Can I turn? When he finds something interesting, he focuses on it, and that's what he did with that whole thing. So, you know, I'm the one who supplied the resources so that we would have little cars like we've always had crazy amounts of books in the house, so I will always buy them books from Scholastic, like the Weekly Reader or whatever. They will have cards, like, you know, they have these cards, they're like maybe say, I don't know, 8 sets or whatever, and each set has 3 cards with a letter on it that spells like a 3-letter word. So it will be pig, P-I-G. And they will also be sort of jigsaw, like a puzzle. So they would, you know, as long as they could put the words together as a puzzle, they would learn P-I-G spells pig, and it would be the word, the graphic of a pig. So like things like that. And then there was starfall.com, which that was a nice one. I wonder if they still have that. I'm going to check and see. Well, you can go on there and do interactive games, but also being a homeschooler, I was privy to a lot of places that you could send to and get free stuff. So we had like the free Starfall books that you could get, and like back in the day when we were in kindergarten and such, you could like cut them out and staple them into a book. So, you know, all those sorts of things. And I always say he basically taught himself to read because he would sit there for hours playing with that game. And before you knew it, he could spell. And then, you know, he could, when he was 5, I had him like adding like multi-digits. So because my thing I wanted him to learn is if you can add 2 numbers, you can add 3 numbers. If you can add 3 numbers, you can add 5. You can add 5, you can add 10, all that. But so all those things he was really good at learning. So that would be awesome if that can also be the deal now with my little lad. So we shall see. So that's about it. I'm happy. Check y'all later.